As he walked through the courtyard, he noticed an orange pony in a dress pulling a cart decorated with a big red apple. Soren thought for a moment. This pony sells apples. Then she must have apple pie. Luckily, he had learned to control his lust somewhat and prepared himself with a script of what to say without looking suspicious.
Howdy, partner.
The orange pony exclaimed.
You hungry? As a horse,
responded Soren, enjoying the little pie he made.
Well, what you
Bomb
hankering for?
defused.
He listed a few items.
Good
but
job,
Soren only
Seal.
had
Get
eyes
ready for the next
pie.
round.
Once he stopped talking, he responded.
I'll take that big apple pie.
The other pony thanked him as he paid for his item, and he walked away giddily with it in his mouth. Soren then realized his fatal mistake.
He's done.
He wasn't going to be anywhere prior.
Search and destroy.
By then, the pie would be cold and much less enjoyable.
Protect the objectives.
We tried with less than spectacular results.
But then he got an idea. A wonderful idea. An awful idea. Soren got a wonderful, awful idea. He had always had a bit of an exhibition inside, but today he would take it to the extreme. He would eat the pie straight out of the tin in front of all of the gala guests.
Ooh, kinky.
Soren carried the pastry toward the VIP section with the other wonderful, so he didn't stand out too much. Suddenly, Spitfire landed next to him.
Bomb is armed.
After a show, eh, Soren?
She said, noting the pie in his mouth. Felt a twinge of nervousness. And she discovered his secret. Mind face.
Don't
back
explosive,
all the
get
time
MSD!
he finished the show. Last show I got that grass sandwich. 2 shows ago I got that rice dish. 3 shows ago I got a big box of hay fries. Soren realized that he had been eating after every show, but was relieved to see that his secret was safe.
Yep.
He responded finally. Unfortunately, as he did so, the pie tin fell from his mouth. Is it? Was his naughty plan to be all for naught?
My pie!
He yelled in exasperation. Suddenly, a Pegasus flew out of nowhere and caught the pie, not even disturbing the perfect crust. She hovered in front of Soren and Spitfire, holding the pie to return it to him.
We lost that round, but it's not over yet. Get ready for the next
The
one.
other 2 ponies could not comprehend how much relief he felt.
Hey,
He took the pie back in his mouth and walked a bit. However, Soren realized the longer he waited, the more likely he was to drop the pie again. Therefore, he had to have
Search
his
and
pie
destroy.
then and there. With no hesitation,
Defend
he
the
set the pie
objective.
down and immediately brought his head down to begin eating. He gave the crust a quick lick. It was just as perfect as his last. He may have a second contender for where he would get his pies. He noticed it was getting quite hard and hoped no pony could see it through the skin-tight flight costume. But it seemed no pony was really paying attention, so he felt safe. He penetrated the crust with his deft tongue, feeling the warm apple filling run over his tongue. Soren ran his tongue around the insides of the pie, tasting its warm gooiness.
The bomb has been
tongue to
planted.
lick pieces of it into his mouth, filling the whole of it with that sweet taste of apple. Pleasure shot through him doubly.
Hostile
part from his
RCXD
body
in your
from his
AO.
head, and part from how good the pie was on his own. Soren abandoned all pretenses of being gentle and began gorging himself on the pie. Crust and filling alike were getting
Stick it out!
everywhere, but he had stopped caring for that. Off in the distance, he heard Spitfire mention his name. Without even stopping what he was doing, he lifted his head a bit and gave noises of assent to whatever sentence it was that he missed, filling dripping from his mouth as he did so. He then returned his head to the pie and kept eating. The atmosphere of the fancy party against the animalistic consumption of the pie was too much to bear. Soren felt his pleasure enhanced into how cavernous the was. The thing. He was reaching the end of his pie when he began to orgasm. He released non-whipped cream into the flight suit, which was thankfully good. Soren let out a moan and the filling that was in his mouth dripped back out onto the pad. Finishing up the sweet release, Soren made note that he would have to go back to the apple stand and figure out where those pies were sold. Suddenly,
Mission
he saw the rest of
compromised.
the wonderful
Stand by
coming
for
in
further
toward the
orders.
pie. He quickly picked up the pie tin and threw it in the trash, then trotted over to join them.
meanwhile, inside the party.
Tracy had regained his composure as a wonderbolt as he talked to the guests. As he turned, he saw the rainbow-maned Pegasus from before. She appeared to be saying something to Spitfire, but he couldn't hear a word she was saying. From the looks of it, this pony seemed to idolize the wonderbolt, given how enthusiastically she was talking. Soren looked herself over to see how presentable he was. However, to his horror, he saw his previous activities had still left a bit of a white stain on his flight suit. He had another suit with him, or Wonderbolt kept a second suit in case their primary suit got damaged. But he needed somewhere to change. The Rainbow Mane Pegasus now turned toward him. Uh-oh. As Soren heard her speak, though he could barely understand what she was saying, he saw a bathroom off in the distance. His face lit up, and he quickly trotted over before the other pony could see why.
And fast forward after changing.
Now that he was all cleaned up, he was better prepared to talk with the other pony if she came back. For now, he was talking to Spitfire about ideas for a new routine. He seemed to like his suggestions. He had a penchant for making up stunning routines. Suddenly, they were both distracted by the table next to them moving. They turned to see a drink cup fall through the air and land gracefully on the rainbow-maned pony's back left. Someone was impressed. Was trying to get them to consider her for a position in the Wonderbolts. If she was, well, it was certainly working. He was about to ask her what aerial trick she knew when two ponies suddenly grabbed the pair of Wonderbolts and took them for a photo op.
Maybe I'll get to ask her another.
He thought.
Search and destroy.
Face.
I don't like that guy.
Defend the
I didn't.
objectives.
Okay. So I just realized this story was about ponies.
It's not just about ponies, but it's a perverted story about